One of the hottest venues may not be a stadium at all, but a 15,000 square foot fan cave. Sam Hammoudi from Market Watch has been exploring this. Sounds like a pretty sweet place. This is here in New York.
It is indeed. It's a spot in Greenwich Village. It was the old Tower Records store. I don't know if you remember that. It's a fairly big space, about 15,000 square feet, and they've turned it into kind of a dream place for baseball.
And this is sort of a PR move for baseball as a sport to get people more interested in it. They're using social media a lot. I remember last year they had some guys there, I think, who watched every single game. They're doing that again this year?
They're doing it again even bigger. There's going to be 9 people this year, although I think there'll be some eliminations. They haven't quite decided how they're going to do it. But essentially, yeah, baseball is it's trying to find ways to get to younger people. And I think they've stumbled upon, they think, a successful way to get the message across. There's going to be content constantly generated by what's going on in the fan cave.
And what else is going to happen in the fan cave besides the fact that you'll have these almost live-in people there watching and sort of live blogging and tweeting and Facebooking every game? For the average person, what happens when you go there? What can you do?
Well, if you go there as a visitor to the tour, they have a dirt bar, which is dirt from all the Major League Baseball grounds that people can kind of collect and take with them. They have photo booths, they have games people can play, but there'll also be players. I think just in April, Justin Verlander is one who's going to be stopping by. They're going to have bands playing, and people every now and again will be able to go there as well. So it's kind of, and they also are going to have sort of projecting outwards up Broadway. So it's a big advert, and it's also a way to maybe get people just more interacting with the game.
Now, Sam, we were looking at this photo, maybe we can show it again, but it seemed like there was a big red swirly slide in there. Is that just for the people who are living in there? What was that for?
I think there was actually a sign on it that said anyone could go there unless you're Big Papi or CC Sabathia. So it's pretty much for everyone, I think.
Now, in terms of how successful this was for MLB last year, what would you say? I mean, they obviously are expanding this year, so it must have done pretty well, but did they get a lot of attention for the folks who were staying there and sort of following these games day after day, or hour after hour?
Yeah, well, it got a lot of media coverage, which I think is part of it. And then also on the social media side, they basically had no followers last year, and now the Fan Cave Twitter feed has about 70,000. The Facebook page has about, I think, 220,000. And for the participants themselves, there was 2 guys. There's 9 this year, but one of them now is a stadium announcer for the Orioles. So
not a bad
he
job.
got his dream job. I spoke to some of the 9 people, and a lot of them are kind of hoping that this will, for them, be a launch pad into bigger things in the sport as well.
Sounds like a reality show in the making there.
Kind of.
Now, where do they live? They don't live in the cave. They live sort of in a hotel next door to and they get paid to do this to offset, I guess, loss of income from the job they might have had before this?
Yeah, some of them actually gave up their jobs. Some kind of are taking sabbatical. They get paid by the league. They all live in, I think the league has 3 or 4 apartments in Soho. And so it's a short and very nice walk for them every day to go to the fan cave and sit there and start watching 2,500 games.
So today's their first day. They're going to get to work.
Today's actually their 4th day. They've watched 3 games already.
3 games.
Opening day is a long rollout process these days.
Well, I'm a Mets fan, so this is our opening home day, so I can only focus on that.